What's happening, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Quick recap of the Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis fight. Man, that was utter domination by Khamzat Chimaev. The narrative coming into this fight was that if Dricus could survive the first two rounds, the fight would slowly go in his favor. And I have to say, that was logical thinking, considering Khamzat's past performances, what we've seen, like him possibly slowing down. However, leading up to this fight, Khamzat really worked on his cardio and conditioning, and man, it showed. Also, the whole tiring Khamzat out, it only applies if you could make him work, contest him in the wrestling and grappling, and Dricus really couldn't do that. He got absolutely dominated in the wrestling and grappling department, and almost got finished, in my opinion, several times. I mean, those crucifix positions, those could have been finishing sequences, especially the last one. I was wondering why Khamzat wasn't throwing more elbows, and once he started to throw more elbows, it looked even hairier for Dricus. But to Dricus's credit, that guy has a ton of heart. He doesn't stop fighting. He had moments in the last round. It kind of makes you think, what if this fight was like 10 rounds? Or like no time limit, you know? It's interesting, but Dricus certainly had a resurgence in the 5th round. Looked like he gained mount position, and he made an error, man. He went for a choke, he went for it. He's really good at Darce chokes, anaconda chokes, chokes in general. He saw something, felt something, went for it, and gave up dominant position. I think it was a mistake. I mean, if he would have got the finish, we would have been praising him. But yeah, I think it was a mistake. He should have maintained dominant position and just started going for broke, dropping hammers. One thing is for certain as well, Khamzat wanted no part of the stand-up, and can't blame him. I mean, Dricus hits like a tank, hits like a truck. Khamzat definitely looked uncomfortable on the feet. He got tagged a couple of times, immediately goes for a takedown, and you really can't blame him. You know, you have to take the fight where you're dominant. It's smart of him to take it, you know, to the grappling wrestling realm. He was having massive success there. I mean, why not? Why stand with Dricus and give him any shot to win? But yeah, for sure, if Dricus was able to keep this fight on the feet, he could have had a shot to win this. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's not what happened. He got ran over, mauled pretty much. Had no answer for the wrestling and grappling. Khamzat is just like levels above him. Dricus vowing that he will come back stronger. I don't doubt that. The guy is a very mentally strong individual, very smart fighter. Will he ever have the game plan in grappling, wrestling to contend with Khamzat? I don't know, man. That's a lot of catch up. I think what they touched on the panel, the broadcast team, you know, somebody like RDR with a really competent jiu-jitsu game, that may give Khamzat, you know, issues. There was a reason he didn't want to take Gilbert Burns down and get into Gilbert Burns' guard. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Let's see if RDR, you know, gets that fight with Khamzat. He's really big. He's rangy. He has okay stand-up. Jiu-jitsu, like super solid. That might be a good one. As it stands right now, man, I gotta go with Khamzat. He's been nothing but dominant, clearly a special, very talented, you know, once in a generation type fighter. Dricus, valiant showing. You saw Dricus for the first time. I wouldn't say mentally broken, but he looked frustrated. He looked visibly tired. He looked dejected to a large extent, and that says a lot, man. That says a lot. To do that to Dricus Du Plessis, Khamzat's an animal. But guys, let me know in the comment section what you thought about that performance. Like I said, I think if Dricus was able to make Khamzat work, you know, stuff takedowns, get back up to your feet successfully, he would have had a shot. I mean, that would have tired Khamzat out. The fight would have set on the feet. Dricus hits really hard. You can see he was having success on the feet when the fight stood on the feet, but he had nothing for Khamzat in the wrestling. Absolutely nothing. So you're not really making him work like that. But anyway, rant. You guys let me know in the comments what you thought of the fight, what you thought of Khamzat's performance, who's going to be a challenge for him at this point. Where does Dricus go from here? Thanks for watching or listening. Catch you guys in the next one. Stay blessed, my friends.